Omodu. Now we'll be taking you to Moshood Abiola National Stadium, where our correspondent Enemako Ojochegbe is keeping tabs on the activities there by protesters.
Thank you very much, Iju. Well, there's not been quite much activity out here at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium right here in Abuja. When the crew arrived here, we observed that the crowd of protesters that were protesting here since morning, even in spite of the searing heat and blinding sunshine, some of them started moving away towards the exit of the city gates. When I inquired from one of the leaders of the protesters, in person of former chairman of the Inter-Party Advisory Council, Peter Ame, he confirmed to me that they are probably not impressed with the fact that the security agencies sort of restricted them to this point of the National Stadium, and that was why they were moving away. Again, some of them were tired and frustrated as a result of the confinement to the National Stadium. I have him right here, Comrade Peter Ame. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Why were your people, some of your protesters who were here in their numbers this morning, moving away at this time?
The Nigerian citizens that were here, that were protesting against the bad leadership and the bad governance system that we are currently expressing in our country, were frustrated by the attitude of those who are supposed to be protecting them. They were training tear gas canisters, shooting in the air and all that. A lot of people were injured. We treated people here today. So a lot of the young people who came out to peacefully protest had been, oppressed, they've been intimidated, and they've been brutalized. And this is not what democracy stands for. The Constitution has already donated this freedom without anybody restricting it. When you have a judgment, you can't have a judgment in vacuum. What happened here today and what happened here yesterday is an aberration to what democratic tenants is called.
Yes, apart from that, the crowd of protesters who were here today from this morning till about this time appear to have thinned down. Have they lost steam? This is just the second day.
No, there's no steam. In fact, it was because we saw you. We said we should speak. We are going to join them. You can see them. The caravan is moving and they are moving. And the protesters are willing. They are still energized and determined that bad governance must end. We can't express it in 1960, express the bad governance in 1980, express it in 1990, and in 2024 we are still expressing bad governance. When will Nigeria improve? The same government today who pretentiously told Nigeria that protests should be given the freedom to hear their voice, who had the opportunity to raise their hand against the sitting government in 2012. Exactly. Today they are now, it is a pretense because they do not believe in democracy. If they believe in democracy as been preached at their own time when they were outside government, there's no way they should have given order for Nigerian citizens, Nigerian masses to protest against the anti-people's policy. Anti-people's policy that have taken inflation up to 40%. Fueled inflation to 40% and headline inflation to 34%, and you want to confine the protest to a particular place, that is restriction of the movement. And the Constitution has already guaranteed the freedom of movement to every Nigerian. That's why if you go to Section 39, you have freedom of speech. To Section 40, you have freedom of association. 41, you have freedom of movement. So why will anybody want to take that away? It is a fundamental right given to us by Almighty God, and nobody should take it away. What we have today in this government is government that don't listen to people. It's government who believe that they are Lord unto themselves. It's government that believes that the people are beholden to them instead of the other way around. They are trying to oppress our people, and our people have said that enough is enough, and that government will start to listen to us. Government will start to do something, and it's enough that they will use 18 billion to build car park, to build library in the National Assembly, where Pabio will say that we should go and protest while they are eating our money, public resources, money that belongs to our young people. Look at energetic young people that can transfer the economy of this country, that can transform what is the policy. Tinubu promised I was going to be tilling 500,000 hectares of land every year, so that agriculture will now be our mainstay. As it till one centimeter. So look at the level of armory that is everywhere. Look at the police, look at soldiers everywhere. And yet, so we have this kind of security, military power, and bandits are oppressing us.
The government actually said that the security details that are around the protesters is actually to protect them. Do you feel protected at this time?
We feel that our life is in danger. People have been injured here. I saw it with my own eyes. Serious injury with one of the guys. They've taken him to hospital. So there's no protection anywhere here. There's been intimidation. there's been harassment, and there's been extreme brutality, as if we have gone to the Abessian times, when life is short, brutish, and nasty. This is a time that Nigerians must speak. And anything that they are doing in government is showing that people have not said that he says a Democrat, and he has protested. He was the chief protester of the Federation. He has protested against every government since 1990. And today people are protesting against his government and peacefully protesting. And yet, he's trying to undermine their fundamental right to peaceful protest. Right. And that right is enshrined in our constitution.
I'm wondering, this is day 2 of the... Absolutely.
Right. From there, where are they moving to? And would it not be a contravention of the court's injunction?
The court actually gave an injunction that the protest must be confined to the Moshood Abiola National Stadium right here where we are. Now that you and your people want to move away from here, won't that be a contravention of the court injunction?
Who have been served by the court order? Who are the respondents in that court case? I have not seen any court order. I have not been served any. And there's no, we can't believe that there's an order of court that is in vacuum. That things that are justiciable and unjusticiable judgments. And that you cannot tell people that what government constitution has given to them, you use another left hand to take it. When we see the court order, we start to now take decisions on that. For now, we've not seen the court order. When there's no government that has called me or sending any court order. Have you received any court order? So we have not received any court order. So as soon as we receive that, we'll know how well we go from there. But for now, what we are depending our authority on is the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and in the people and people's right and charter of the African Union of the United Nations and people's right. This is where it is. You cannot beat the people. People can't buy that cup of Gary. If they sit in confined spaces in the presidential villa, they sit in confined spaces and enjoy AC with our resources, our taxpayers' money, fly private jet. There's no road from here to Lokoja, from here to Enugu, from Enugu to anywhere, from Owerri to everywhere. No road. So you are doing coastal road, and we have over 36,000 kilometers of highway that is not working. That can't even guarantee safety. So the government must get their priority right. It is lack of this proper placing of priority that have drive this economy into the pit of hell as it is today.
All right. Today is the second day of the protests. You have 10 days. That's like 8 days left to go. Will you be willing to come back here tomorrow, considering what you have experienced so far?
Yes, we are coming out. We are coming out because it...
Tell me your name first, please.
Okay, I'm Comrade Omotayo Daniel. We are coming out tomorrow, and we'll continue to come out endlessly. Now, we are not confined to the 10 days. I want to make it clear. The 10 days is just a time frame given to the government within which they should respond. If they don't respond, we'll continue to come out. Exactly. Our coming out is endless until we have our voice heard. The government cannot continue to ride on us. It is not good. It is unfair that the government will use the same law that gave us the permission, that gave us the right to do what we are doing, use it to counter us again and confine us within a particular environment. It is not good. That is not justice. That is miscarriage of justice. And that is why one of our demand is that the justice system should be rejigged. The justice system needs to be rejigged, exactly, because we don't have confidence in our justice system. The justice system, the justice system is supposed to be the last hope of the common man. It is not the hope of the common man right now. It is now the justice system is now working in favor of those who have the elite, who have upper hand, who can pay more money. So we are going to continue to come out. 10 days is not a limitation for us. We are going to continue to come out. That is it.
All right. Thank you very much, Iju. And this is what they have said. As I said earlier, we were approaching here when the other half of the crowd of protesters, were moving towards the exit gate of the city gate. Now, the police detail, the DSS operatives, and even the military officials who were here, their trucks drove after them and they sort of escorted them out of here. The remaining ones whom we have spoken to have vowed that they are going to remain here and they will keep coming out until the 10 days are over and will continue after the 10 days. Me and the crew, we intend to move over from here to other parts of the city to see what happens there. Would you?
Thank you so much, Nemako Ojochegbe, our correspondent out there, monitoring the protests in different parts of Abuja. And very soon we'll be able to link up with Maraba to see what is panning out there.